Have you ever walked away from a conversation, replaying it in your head, trying to figure out if he was just being friendly or if something more was going on? It's confusing, right? But what if I told you his body is probably telling a story that his words aren't? When it comes to attraction, our bodies often spill the beans, making tiny, subconscious moves we don't even know we're doing. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the 8 subtle, almost involuntary signs that a guy is secretly attracted to you. These are the cues he's likely not even aware he's giving off. By the end of this, you'll be able to spot them with confidence. So, if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, you're in the right place. Sign number 1. He leans in and reduces the distance. The first subtle sign a guy is secretly into you is all about proximity. When a man is genuinely interested, he'll subconsciously find ways to close the physical space between you. This isn't about being pushy or getting in your personal space, it's a natural, instinctual pull. You might notice that when you're talking, he leans in closer than he does with others. Sure, in a loud bar, anyone might lean in to hear better. But if you're in a quiet coffee shop or sitting on a park bench and he's still angling his body toward you, that's a big tell. This urge to be physically closer is a subconscious try at building a connection and intimacy. It shows he's completely engaged with you and what you're saying. His body is basically shouting, "I want to be closer to you, I don't want to miss a single word." He might also shrink the distance in other ways, like always managing to stand or sit next to you in a group. Or, if you're walking together, he might stay a bit closer than a regular friend would. It's a powerful, unspoken signal that his focus is all on you. Sign number 2. He mirrors your movements. The second sign is one of the most interesting because it's done completely unconsciously. It's called mirroring, and it's when he subconsciously copies your body language, gestures, or even your way of talking. This is an instinctual way people build trust and signal that they're in sync. When a guy is attracted to you, his body takes over, trying to align with you. For instance, if you lean back and cross your legs, you might see him do the same a few moments later. You take a sip of your drink, he reaches for his. You touch your hair, and his hand might go up to smooth his own. This isn't a calculated copycat act, it's a deeply wired social behavior known as the chameleon effect. It's a sign that he's not just hearing you, but he's deeply engaged and on the same page, subconsciously. To see for yourself, try making a small, unique gesture, like putting your hand on your chin or tilting your head while you listen. If you spot him doing a similar pose soon after, it's a very strong indicator that his body is signaling an attraction he might not be ready to say out loud. Sign number 3. He shows you a genuine smiley. A smile can mean a lot of things, but the trick to figuring this one out is authenticity. The third sign is a real, genuine smile that reaches his eyes. We're not talking about a polite, lips-only social smile. We're talking about a Duchenne smile, the kind that lights up the whole face, crinkling the corners of the eyes. When a guy is truly happy to see you or loves something you said, this is the smile you'll get. It's an honest flash of warmth and good feelings. Think about when he smiles. Does his face light up the second you enter the room? Does he break into a huge, real grin at your joke, even if it wasn't your best material? A genuine smile is a nonverbal cue for more interaction and connection. While smiling is something we do consciously, a truly authentic smile is often an involuntary reaction to pleasure, the exact kind of feeling sparked by attraction. You might also notice he smiles way more around you than he does with others. It's a sign that just having you around is enough to lift his mood, and that's a huge indicator of his secret interest. Sign number 4. Lingering eye contact and dilated pupils. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, they're one of the best storytellers. The fourth sign is lingering, meaningful eye contact. Holding your gaze for a second or two longer than what's socially normal is a classic, powerful sign of interest. It's a way of building a deeper connection without saying anything. You might catch him looking at you from across the room, and when your eyes meet, he holds on for that extra beat before looking away. It feels different than a quick glance, it feels intentional. But beyond that, there's a physical reaction he absolutely can't control. His pupils will get bigger. When we look at someone or something we find attractive, our pupils involuntarily dilate. This response is triggered by a release of hormones like dopamine in the brain. Now, This can be hard to spot, and you have to consider the lighting. Pupils naturally get bigger in the dark. But if you're in a well-lit place and you notice his pupils seem larger when he's looking at you, his body is giving away a secret his mind might be trying to keep. The combo of holding your gaze and dilated pupils is one of the strongest, most scientifically backed signs of subconscious attraction. By the way, if you're finding these tips helpful and you want to get better at understanding the psychology of attraction, take a second to hit that subscribe button. We drop new videos every week to help you handle the world of dating with more confidence. You don't want to miss out. Sign number 5. Subtle touches and accidental contact. Fifth sign that a guy is secretly into you involves him finding excuses for subtle, seemingly accidental physical contact. Touch is a huge part of how we create connection, and when someone's attracted to you, they will often subconsciously look for ways to break that physical barrier. We're not talking about anything overly forward or creepy here. It's about those tiny, fleeting moments that make you wonder, did he mean to do that? For instance, he might gently brush his arm against yours when you're walking, or his hand might graze yours as he passes you something. A classic move is when he touches your arm or shoulder to make a point while he's talking. Another common one is a light touch on your lower back to guide you through a packed room. These touches are usually soft, quick, and framed in a way that gives him plausible deniability. He can always play it off as an accident. But when you start to see a consistent pattern of these accidental touches, it's almost never an accident. It's his subconscious drive to create a physical connection, testing the waters and showing an attraction he's not yet saying out loud. Sign number 6. Fidgeting and grooming behavior. Sign number 6 is a fun paradox. Attraction can make a guy feel both super confident and incredibly nervous all at once. This internal battle often shows up as fidgeting and self-grooming behaviors. When a man is around someone he's attracted to, a rush of adrenaline can make him do these things without thinking. You might see him adjusting his collar, messing with his watch, or tapping a pen while he's talking to you. These are often nervous habits that give away his inner excitement. At the same time, you might spot preening or grooming behaviors. These are subconscious attempts to look his best for you. This could be him running his fingers through his hair, smoothing down his shirt, or straightening up his posture the moment he sees you. These little fixes are his nonverbal way of saying, I want to look good for you. I care what you think. It's an instinct, like a bird fixing its feathers to attract a mate. So if you notice he's a little extra fidgety or seems to be making these small grooming moves only when you're around, it's a huge clue that you're having an effect on him. Sign number 7. Open and confident posture. While nerves can lead to fidgeting, the desire to impress often brings out sign number 7, an open and confident posture. When a man is attracted to someone, he'll subconsciously try to appear more confident and noticeable. His body language will become more open and expansive. This means he'll likely avoid closed-off positions like crossing his arms. Instead, his arms will be uncrossed, shoulders back, and his chest will be pointed toward you. This open posture signals that he's approachable and confident. He might also try to take up more space as a subconscious way to show off his confidence. This could be standing a little taller, puffing out his chest slightly as you approach, or sitting with his legs a bit wider apart. It's a primal way of trying to get your attention. Another subtle but key part of this is the direction his body is facing. Even if he's in a group talking to someone else, you might notice his feet and torso are angled toward you. Our feet tend to point where we want to go, so if his are aimed at you, that's a pretty clear sign of where his mind is. Sign number 8. Blushing and changes in skin tone. Our final sign is maybe the most involuntary of them all because it's a pure physical reaction that's almost impossible to fake or hide. The 8th sign is blushing, or a noticeable flushing of the skin. Blushing is a classic response to feelings of attraction, embarrassment, or intense emotion. It's caused by a rush of adrenaline that increases blood flow, making the cheeks, neck, and sometimes even the ears turn red. This is an especially telling sign in a guy who is normally cool and confident. If you give him a compliment or share a moment of intense eye contact and you see a little color creep into his cheeks, his body is totally betraying his calm exterior. It's a direct window into his emotional state, showing that you have the ability to fluster him in a way others can't. While some people just blush more easily than others, if you see it happen because of something you said or did, you can be pretty sure it's a genuine, subconscious signal of his secret attraction. So there you go, 8 subtle, nonverbal signs that a guy is secretly attracted to you. From the way he leans in when you talk to how he unconsciously mirrors your moves, a guy's body can tell you a lot more than his words might. The most important thing to remember is that these signs are most powerful when you see them in clusters. A single sign by itself could just be a coincidence, but when you start noticing 3, 4, or more of these behaviors happening consistently, you can feel confident that you're not just imagining it. You're picking up on a real, subconscious attraction. Think of this knowledge as your new lens for seeing your interactions with more clarity and confidence. Now, it's your turn. Have you noticed any of these signs from someone? Are there any other subtle signals you've picked up on that weren't on this list? Share your stories and thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And finally, if you liked this video and want more insights into dating and relationships, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.